Good morning. Welcome to the channel The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But as always, it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story, at least at the moment in regards to player of games, is Real Racing 3. So I've got a number of things that I'm going to be going through today. So let me share my iPad screen and I'll go through what I'm going to cover. There we go. All right. Make sure we've got sound on the game. Yes, we do. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to be going through a number of things today. So first off, I did start the upgrade on the Gemera, and I have been able to complete those upgrades. So in terms of completing the Speed Titans series, which requires a PR of 106.6, the car is now at 106.7, so it's good to go to complete that. Because I've effectively added 2 additional upgrades, I'm also going to have another go at the time trial. So I'm in D. It's slowly but surely on its own working its way closer to C. I reckon if we do a race today, possibly a race tomorrow, a race again on Saturday, and hopefully by Sunday I'll be able to upgrade it fully, do the same again. I'll edge ever closer to Group C and therefore 50 gold for the time trial. So that's 2 things I'm going to do. The second thing, so in yesterday's stream, I obviously did the Ferrari 2023 F1 car, and I did the 20 lap circuit for the American Grand Prix. So I've already done that this morning, 215,900. So today what I'm going to do is the other races I tend to do just to bump it up to 250,000 M dollars. In regards to M dollars, which is specific to the motor racing section, you can only earn a maximum of 250,000 M dollars a day. You don't have to earn it, but if you do, that's the maximum that you can get. And then because I'm trying to, let me just see if I can get my mouse just over the bit. I'm trying to go up a fame level, which will help me achieve earning enough gold this week to fully upgrade the Gemera. I'll show you a couple of little races that I do that I find A, are fun, and B, last long enough to easily bump up the fame. So again, it's going to be a relatively short stream, but I've got 4 specific things to cover, and I intend to cover each of those, and I reckon it'll last 45 minutes to an hour tops. Right, so let's get on with the first thing. So I'm actually going to do the time trial first because it's the Gemera. I know that if I do that last event, I think it's 3 laps of Le Mans, that'll just take away all the durability on the car. So I'll do 1, possibly 2 time trials. Now I'm quite a bit away from getting into C, 1.89 seconds. I reckon if I fully upgraded that, I reckon that's achievable. I might go up a couple of attempts, but let's have a look. I need to remember that the car slid on a couple of corners, so there's some improvement to be had. This is the first corner that I almost lost it, so let me just slow down a bit earlier today. There we go. Still lost it though at that corner. I need to work on that. .745. That's pretty close. I reckon if I hadn't skidded there, I might have been in. We're getting already into C. My word, that is close. I'll just have a look at what's left on. Ooh, got to give it another go. Got to give it another go. I reckon I can definitely get into C on the upgrades I've got now. I did not expect to be quite so far ahead, but there we go. I just need to stay there or thereabouts. The key is going to be that final corner where I skidded and making sure I don't skid again. Oh, I lost it there. Oh, yes. This corner, come in. There we go. Oh, I lost it a bit there, but look at that. Look at that. Definitely into C already. So that's a result. That's a result already there. I've never got into Group B with any of the cars that I've raced, even the ones that I'm at, fully upgraded. I'm sure I won't get into Group C this time, but I'm already in Group C with a car that's not fully upgraded. I've only ever got into Group C when the car has been fully upgraded. So at the moment, that's a big win. That's a big win. Now, that being said, did I just see it's like right? So I'm not going to do any more because I don't want to have the car needed servicing. So the time from the next rank is at the moment 2 seconds, and I've got 4 upgrades to apply. So just following the I guess the sort of logic that 4 upgrades that I've just applied, I've knocked off 2 seconds off the original time, probably a little bit more than that. There's a real possibility of getting to B. But we'll find out. I'm in C. That's good. That's excellent. As I apply the other upgrades during the week, I'll see if I can do even better. Yeah, very good. Right. So that's improving the time trial. Well, I've done a lot more than what I thought. I did not think I'd get into Group C, and I've already done it. So that's fantastic. So the Gemera in the Speed Titans, 1 cup left to go. And that cup is the Circuit de 24 Hours, basically Le Mans, and it's 3 laps. And if I win this, I think I get 33 gold, and then I'll be able to apply another upgrade. And then in tomorrow's live stream, which will be tomorrow's live stream, Friday's live stream will be at 2:30 p.m. So it won't be in the morning. Oh dear. Terrible driving on my part. Terrible driving. Elbows out, I think. So the big gotcha here will be the corners towards the end of the lap. This car is definitely going to slide all over the place. But I can see all cars in front of me, so I've got a good chance of winning this. Despite the races in front being human opponents and not computer opponents. Second. First. There we go. Just got to keep there now. So that car just completed in the lap from a standing start in 2 minutes 53 seconds. So it is pretty decent. It's a pretty decent supercar. It's as I said, the handling just isn't brilliant from my perspective. I reckon I can be as fast as the 2015 LMPs. This car very easily gives way. Back end just loses it. Welcome to those joining. I hope your Thursday is going okay. Say hi in the chat if you want a shout out. It's quicker than the 2014 LMPs. a little bit quicker than the 2014 LMPs, a lot slower than 2015. But not bad at all. Oops. Oh dear. Let's mess that lap up. So I won that relatively easy, even with a few skids. It looks like my fame is just above halfway now, which I think I said on a stream yesterday, or might have been the day before. I needed to get to halfway to have a chance of upgrading the fame come Sunday, so I'm not far off there. Not sure what happened there. I don't think I've got to service it, so. Okay, so there we go. 33 gold and some more dollars. Skip video. Let me just go and service the car, ready for tomorrow. Let me go back in and do an upgrade. I'm going to do, I think it's the drive train, which is the most expensive, 135. So I'm as low now as 29 gold. Do I look worried? Of course not. I'm not worried at all. And the reason why I'm not worried is the event tomorrow. I already own the car and the car's fully upgraded. There's no gold to spend. So all is well with the world, so to speak, kind of. Maybe a little bit. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do today is get my M dollars up to 250,000. So having done the Ferrari, so going to motorsports, 2023 season, Invitational Series. So the Ferrari F1 car racing around the Circuit of Americas for 20 laps. I didn't catch second place this morning when I did that. I was right behind, but I didn't overtake them. That just keeps the interest, because otherwise, you know, be a bit boring. So I haven't got a great deal to get, just a little bit. So what I tend to do, just to top up the M dollars, is I'll go home and I'll go into where's my mouse gone? There it is, all the way up there. And I'll go into the daily race. So it looks like it's the Italian Grand Prix today. So I'll just click on it. And I'll do the head-to-head. I'll just do the head-to-head. So interestingly enough, actually, let's just have a little chat about this. So interestingly enough, I've obviously got two of the cars. So these two cars are from a previous season. I think it's 2023. But interestingly enough, there's this Formula One Valente in there. Now, if memory serves me right, in 12.6 update, you could purchase early access to the Brazilian Grand Prix for £20. I don't know what it was in other countries, but in the UK, it was £19.99. And I said I wouldn't do it. I'm not into that sort of stuff. And I think there was some sort of opportunity to then win this car. Now, this car you can buy when it becomes available for M dollars. I think it's 200,000 M dollars. So again, what I could do is put in one of my offers in terms of 20% off and get the car for 1.6 million M dollars. Now, the reason why that may or may not be important is in motorsport, and we go into Formula One, there is. So I said there were no series available. There is one for the Formula One Valente. So you can purchase that car when it becomes available. And effectively racing that competition. Now, the first 4 upgrades on this car are M dollars, and then after that, it's gold. So, there'll be a, do I really want to do that sort of thing? I will look to buy it. I will look to upgrade it in terms of M dollars, and then beyond that, I'll see exactly how much gold can be won against gold that can be spent. But that's a problem for another time. Go back to home, go into the daily race, select head-to-head. Don't worry about that car. Go to this car and race. So with it being the Italian Grand Prix, I'm expecting to get at least 10,000 M dollars per head-to-head. Oh, I didn't realise it's my old adversary, Moses Gabby. Sorry, Moses, you're getting beaten today. So there we go. Some more fame to be added. Not a great deal, but a little bit. It all helps. Skip video. So I'm on two. So I've got potentially 2 more head-to-heads to do. And the head-to-head being 1 lap keeps the interest, but it's racing the new car. Oh, which is quicker. What? Okay, 2 down, 1 more to go. Skip video. Head-to-head. Okay, there we go. Another win. 10,050 actually. So I've got 4,000 dollars still to earn. So what I'll do now, and look at that, the car's right at the edge. So what I'll do now is I won't do another head-to-head because that's $10,000. Feels like a waste. I'll just do a speed snap. 157. There we go. So another victory. That should take me to, oh, look at that, 3,000 just short. Well, we'll leave it there. I'm not going to get the other 1,000. I'm not too bothered about it. But that's effectively what I do. So in terms of earning M dollars, do the 20 laps for the Ferrari or whatever 2023 F1 car you've got. And then in terms of what's left, just do the daily race. I'm not going to use this car again, so I will service it. It says it's free. I'm not going to use it, so it'll be fully serviced the next time that I need to use it. There we go. Job done there. So time trial improved into 50, which is, I can't believe I'm there. I've completed the Speed Titans. It's still, road collection is still showing at 71%. Okay, fine. I'm confident that will go up this month. We're winning a few cars and opening up a few, upgrading a few cars to 100% and opening up a few additional exclusive series. I've taken my M dollars to the maximum I can. Obviously, one of the things that I'm keen to do is go up a fame level. Now, I won't do this on the stream because it literally is, well, not boring. Well, yeah, it is a bit boring. It's just long. So it's not a spectator sport, this particular event. So if I go into Legend and then into Endurance Legends, what I would do is Tier 5 in the Endurance Kings, select the daytime 24-hour Le Mans. It's 10 laps, and just basically choose whichever cars you've got and whichever car you've got at the maximum. It's not a staggered start, so it's a standing start. You are at the back, but I find with this car I can typically overtake and win, and therefore get the maximum fame. But it does take 30 minutes to complete that race. Now, what I am going to show you just a little bit further on from this, or is it back? There we go, it's back. So, again in Legend, there's a Campionato Scuderia Ferrari series. I probably messed that pronunciation up completely. And what I do is I go into here and I select in Tier 12 Endurance, which is the speedway for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And this is quite an easy way of having a bit of fun. It keeps you interested because you're always overtaking cars, and getting some fame relatively easy. Now, looking at the right hand side in terms of the crew that's available, no one's available, so I can't get double fame on this, but that's fine. I'm just going to race this once again, just to show the sort of fame that you can get. Now, you'll notice that I've got to do 22 miles. I'm not worried about that. I can get almost 30 miles in this car on this track. Each lap you complete gives you 20 seconds as well. So I always make sure I don't overtake cars if I'm going to drop, go over the 70-second mark. Now, I do at the beginning, so I'll overtake one car. So obviously the maximum you can have on your clock is 90 seconds. So then I slow down. I'll overtake one more, and then I won't overtake any more for this lap. So even though the time now is showing us 70 seconds, I'm not going to overtake that car, because then when I pass the finish line, I get 20 seconds as well. So I'll wait till I pass the finish line on this particular lap, see what my time is. If it's below 80 seconds, I'll then overtake the car in front. It is, so I'm going to overtake. Now you have to do that for the first couple of laps on this race because you'll go over the 90 seconds, and therefore every car you overtake, you don't actually get the 10 seconds that you should be getting. So again, I'll stay behind this car. I'll get to the lap, have the 20 seconds added, and then if it's less than 80 seconds, I'll overtake the car. So it's at 84 seconds, so I'll wait until it drops below 80 before overtaking. So I've got to fourth already. 232 miles per hour is the maximum this car can do. You just let it go around the track, and because of how it's just an oval track, you can literally go flat out all the time if you wanted to. I will now be flat out to the end of the race. First, I've never got to 30 miles before. I must be getting better. I've normally got to 29.9 miles. And I thought I hadn't got to 30 miles, but it's recording it as 30 miles. So, yeah, you see, there we go. 29.9 miles is what I actually did, not 30 miles. Yeah, I've never got to 30 miles. That's about as good as I've got, 29.9. I actually missed the the fame that was added then. But it should be showing if I go out. Yeah, that's looking good. That is. That's looking a lot more than 50% now. So I'm in a good position. What I'm going to do, as I say, off screen, is I'll do a 10-lap Le Mans, which will be a bit boring, but it needs to be done. And yeah, that'll be me well on target for achieving fame, and thus well on target for completely upgrading the Gemera before the end of Sunday. So that brings me to the end of this stream. So I have completed everything I said I would do in this stream. So I've improved my time trial. I've actually got into Group C, which I'm very surprised about, bearing in mind I've not upgraded my car to 100%. I've never got into Group C before without having a car at 100%, and I've never got any higher than Group C. So I am intrigued if I can really push and try and get close to B. Now, interesting enough, it's showing the time from next rank as 2.019 seconds. So already, I think that's increased. It was showing as 1.9. So it's unlikely I can get into B, but we'll see. Then obviously the other thing that I did is if I go to upgrades, Gemera, come out, select Gemera. I completed the last cup that was available in Speed Titans, took that up to 100%. earned 33 gold. Hello, Lee Melvin. Welcome. So that was part 2 completed. And then the final bit that I did is off screen. And again, I showed you in the stream yesterday, I did the Ferrari 2023 racing around the Circuit of Americas for 20 laps and $215,000. And then on this stream, I just went to the daily race, did the head-to-head 3 times, and then completed a speed snap. Oh, well done, Lee. I am in Group C. Excellent. It's good to hear. I've only ever got into Group C when my car's fully upgraded. So this is a first for me, being in Group C with a car that's not fully upgraded. I am going to try and upgrade the Gemera and have it release the exclusive series for it. I've actually it's showing I've got I've only got 2 upgrades to go. So I'm probably going to struggle to get into B, but I'm going to give it a go. Once it's fully upgraded. Yeah, so that's a bit of a result. And then obviously finally I just showed you different ways in which you can earn certain races that can be fun, certain races that aren't fun, but do earn you quite an amount of fame. So that sort of brings an end to the stream for today. As I said, I will be doing a stream tomorrow. The stream tomorrow will be at 2:30 p.m. UK time, and I'll be looking. Where's it gone? Hello. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see the wood for the trees there. So the Chevrolet C8 Z06 Limited Series opens up tomorrow. So I'll be starting that tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 p.m. And I think because normally we do a limited series, it's 3 hours long, which is a bit of a long stream in my mind. So I'm just going to do on Friday 0 to 50%. Then I'll do a morning stream on Saturday and do 50 to 75%. And then on the Sunday, I'll do whatever's left up to 100%. I think on the Saturday stream, I'll get to 75% and I'll just keep on going if I can. If me sort of like, it normally gives you like free servicing. Now, I don't know if it's going to give me only 3 hours of servicing or if it might give me 24 hours of servicing. I don't know that yet, but we'll find that one out tomorrow. So that's the plan in terms of the next live streams, starting tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. So just before I go, Lee's asking a question. I don't know, want to fully upgrade KOENIGSEGG GEMERA. Can you suggest? Well, so this is my general opinion. I actually had the Gemera needing, I think it was a total of 7 upgrades, 2 of them being $R and 5 of them being gold. And in total, it was going to cost me 620, I think 621 gold. And obviously what I've done is I've completed the Speed Titan, so I've got 33 gold from that. And my understanding is the exclusive series is going to earn me 150 gold. So I'm only going to get 183 gold back from spending 621. But I know that's always the case with these sort of cars. No matter what upgrade you do, you never get your gold back. You always end up spending a bit more. But obviously, one of the things that I'm trying to do is get my road collection and my motorsports. At one point, a long time ago, I did have them at 100%, and I left the game for a couple of years, and I came back to it. I've been consistent with it for probably the last 4 or 5 years in terms of playing it daily. So my intention is always, when I unlock an exclusive series, is to try and bump up that road collection. Is it worthwhile doing? It is if you've got the gold. If you haven't got the gold and you're worried about keeping it for things later down the line, I would suggest not doing it. As you can see, my gold is only at 29. But the reason why all of a sudden I'm not worried about it is because all the events, as far as I can tell, I don't need to use gold in terms of upgrading the cars. Now, that might not be the case, but that's my expectation is. So the next car that I haven't got is the Ford Puma Rally 1 Hybrid. I'm potentially not going to do that because it doesn't open up any new series. It just gets put into an existing series. And that car is M dollars. You can buy it for M dollars. So my view is, don't waste my gold there. Just buy the car when it comes available for M dollars. And I've got, if I go into some of the previous rounds, let's go to last month, for example. In rewards that I've got available, I can knock 20% off the overall cost. Oh, Lee, you're doing a lot better than me, mate. If you've got 20,000 gold, mate, go for it. I like it. I like it. Excellent. Yeah. Well, as I said, I'm sure you're a better player than me, but I wouldn't even hesitate at that. Personally, I'd be working to get my road collection up to 100%. I always think it's strategic when you do your upgrades. So I always do any upgrades not involved in winning a limited series or an event when they have offers on. So at the moment, the Gemera's got, I think it's 40%. Yeah, 40%. So if it was me, I'd go for it. But yeah, well done you for having so much gold. So that's why I'm not worried about having the gold so low. I'm still convinced I'll be able to upgrade the Gemera by Sunday to 100%. And then I can start building my gold back up for the next 46 days, knowing in terms of upgrades, other than any other cars that I've got upgrades on offer, I'm going to start ramping my gold back up for the rest of this version. So there we go. So hopefully get to see you all tomorrow. As I said, there'll be a live stream Friday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. and I'll be going through the limited series for the Chevrolet C8 Z06. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.